everyone, thank you for tuning back into my channel. Welcome to the Magic Binge. So today I thought it would be a really cool idea to sort who is Gilmore Girls. I know that a ton of people are fans of Gilmore Girls. Everyone binge watches it again every single year. So I want to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Gilmore Girls. Even though I've seen the series twice, I think it's cozy and I think it's nostalgic. It's like the background noise of my childhood. I remember watching it on ABC Family, so it was always on. There were constantly Gilmore Girls marathons. But I want to keep it real. I think the show's wildly unrealistic. It lacks any real diversity, and most of the character development seems kind of shallow to me. No one grows in a way that feels earned. So, with that being said, the show does give comfort. It's kind of like putting on a soft hoodie that's two sizes too big. It's familiar and it's warm. Even if I do roll my eyes half the time when I watch the show, I get why people love it. And because I've spent so much time with these characters, even though they're a bit one dimensional, I feel confident enough to sort them into Hogwarts houses. So I'm going to go ahead and give the disclaimer that I give in all of my videos. This is a channel for super nerds. So I do give spoilers for everything. Just expect a spoiler for every episode, every movie, every chapter of a book. There will be spoilers. So if you don't want Harry Potter or Gilmore Girls ruined for you, just go ahead and click out of this video now. Let's get right into it. I'm going to go ahead and sort our main girl here, Rory. She's the grand poobah of the Gilmore Girls universe. And I believe she's definitely a Ravenclaw. I say this as a Ravenclaw myself. I think we could safely say she would never be a Hufflepuff because she definitely has loyalty issues. She stays cheating. She cheated on Dean twice. And then she also had that affair with Logan while he was engaged. She also had the affair with Dean while he was married. Yeah, so loyalty is not in her radar. Definitely not a Hufflepuff. I can say that. Also, don't think she's very brave. If we look at Gryffindors, they're brave. She lacks that. I always think of the time when she worked with Logan's father at the newspaper firm. Is it called a firm? Whatever it's called. She worked there with them, and she was just kind of a yes girl, and she could get things done, but she never could just step up and be a leader. And I feel like that's a Gryffindor trait, so she doesn't really have that. I don't think she has a whole lot of ambition besides her own intellectual curiosity. Besides that, so that's why she wouldn't be a Slytherin either. So she's a Ravenclaw because she lives for learning. She would 100% spend her life reading under a tree with a highlighter and a novel in her hands. Also, she got accepted into multiple Ivy League schools, and she was laser focused on academic excellence from day one. She didn't even think about extracurricular activities or having a social life until someone told her that it would be necessary for her to gain admission into Harvard. She's not exactly street smart, but she is very intellectually driven. Her brain is her comfort zone. So even when she's making these messy life choices, she's still the girl who finds her way back to the books. And that's what makes her a Ravenclaw. It's big Ravenclaw energy. So we sorted our main girl there. Next, I want to talk about Paris Geller. So Paris is also incredibly sharp, but she's not driven by her curiosity in the way that Rory is. Paris is powered by pure ambition. And I believe this is what makes her a Slytherin. So, even from the moment Rory came to Chilton, Paris clocked her as competition and she immediately became defensive. And this is not because Rory did anything wrong, it's because Paris feels threatened. So, that drive to be the best and that cutthroat vibe she has, I feel like that's classic Slytherin. And I respect it. She works hard, she's ruthless when she needs to be, and she always has a plan. So, whether it's running for the school newspaper or getting into Princeton or Yale, she did not get into Harvard, but she tried her hardest. You know, she's going to win. In her brain, there's no other choice. Which is why she lost her mind when she did not get into Harvard. So it doesn't matter what it costs her socially. A lot of people did not like Paris. Admittingly, I did not like Paris when I first started watching Gilmore Girls. She treated Rory terribly. But it's all because of this ambition that she has within her. So Slytherins, they usually get a bad rap. But I feel like Paris shows us that hardworking and that hyper-focused side of the Slytherin house. So next I want to talk about Luke Danes. Luke is hands down a Hufflepuff in my opinion. He's a hard-working, grounded, no-nonsense kind of guy. He runs that diner every day like clockwork, and he doesn't ask for praise about it. So, Hufflepuffs are also all about fairness and loyalty, and Luke embodies all of that. Remember when Rory and Jess got into that car accident? Lorelai was ready to burn the whole world down, blaming Jess. But let's think about how Luke reacted. He stayed calm. He wasn't about to join this whole Rory worship parade. He looked at the situation fairly, just like a Hufflepuff would. He was worried about both of the kids, not just Rory. He was also worried about Jess, as any fair, level-headed human would. So he looked at the situation fairly. And that's that Hufflepuff integrity. He also takes Jess in when no one else wanted him. Even though Jess kind of was a pain in his rear end, he was patient and he was kind in his own grumpy way. And he values these people in his life so, so deeply, especially Lorelai. Even when she's being a lot. So Luke is that earthy, stable, and loyal presence you can always count on. That's why he's a Hufflepuff, in my opinion. So the last person I'm going to sort in this video is Lane Kim. So Lane, to me, is another Ravenclaw. But where Rory leans academic, Lane's intelligence is more creative and emotional. Ravenclaws aren't just bookworms, but they're knowledgeable and they have this curiosity and this intense focus. Lane has all of that. So she taught herself how to play the drums in secret. And she's obsessively collected music and hid CDs in the floorboards away from her mom. So When she decided she wanted to be in a rock band and it be a serious thing for her, she didn't just dream about it, like she made it happen. She learned to play the drums, she found bandmates, she sacrificed her comfort, and she stuck it out even when it was hard. She lived in a sketchy apartment, she worked thankless jobs, and she still showed up to rehearse. And that kind of creative focus and drive is so Ravenclaw, in my opinion. So that's all I'm going to sort for today. I hope you guys liked the video. Thanks for taking the time to listen to what I have to say. I would like to sort more characters from the Gilmore Girls and other shows in the near future. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you like the content that I'm putting out. And I also encourage you to drop a comment below if you agree with the choices I made, or if you would make a different choice yourself. Just let me know. Join the conversation. Also, what Harry Potter house are you in? So I want to know what magic you're bringing to the table. So until next time, stay magical. Thank you guys.